students, adult learners at Gordon State College. I really don't know who they are, but they showed up and they're really dressed up nicely. So we're going to have this random group of adult learners talk to you about being an adult learner, I think. Y'all ready? Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amanda. This is Andrea, Olivia, and Dorian. We are primarily giving you a presentation of the adult mentoring program that we instituted here during our last fall semester. So we've expanded it this semester, and we've had some really great feedback from it. We've had really great results. So we just wanted to share some of that with you. I'm not going to bore you with all of these stats. You guys know them because this is what you do. But college students are getting older all the time. The percentages keep going up, and we have to try to accommodate that. They have a lot of special needs, a lot of special circumstances that make college life difficult for them sometimes. So that's what this is all about. We start with an early intervention. It's primarily to retain the students and to make campus life more enjoyable for them. A lot of them haven't been in school for many years and are very nervous coming in. They are not familiar with how the campus operates. They don't know where to look for resources, how to meet people. These are just some of the things that they experience that make life more difficult. Single parents, a lot of them work full time and still try and keep their GPAs up. Not having a traditional high school diploma makes a lot of them feel inadequate when they come in. We have been able to identify some of the learning distinctions between the adult learners and the traditional students. They really prefer to learn as what they need. A lot of the superfluous busy work, I guess you could call it. They don't have a lot of patience for that. Of course they do it, but they are really driven by a need to know and what they need to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. Our academic advisors for the adult learners, which Ms. Howard here is one of those, they identify people who may need the mentoring program more than others through an early intervention process. Peer mentors are then identified by their strength, by their degrees of their course of study, their personality strengths, how they might work with other, with the mentees, and they're placed accordingly. Compatibility is always an issue. We also the mentors work really close with each other. If there's something that is not my strength, but I know Olivia is strong in that area, we get together, we network, and we take care of it. Of course, everyone is familiar with the role of a mentor. We have to empathize, we have to be able to understand their circumstances. We cannot overreact or have any judgments about their ideas, their lifestyle. Tolerance is key, and just being able to be there for them in any capacity where they need help. And I'm going to hand it over to Olivia to start introducing some of our mentors.
Hello, it's so nice to be here with you all today. I'm going to introduce Miss Crystal Conklin, and she is one of our, well, I should say, speak about her. She's not here. But Miss Conklin is one of our, we really love Miss Conklin because she's got a really full plate, and yet she is very successful in her studies here at Gordon State. She's married with 3 children. She has a grandchild. Her oldest daughter is 30 and actually has cerebral palsy. She's taken care of her entire life at home. She's worked as a nurse tech for 30 years, and because of that, was motivated to come and be a part in a special sort of way and to teach nursing students during their clinicals here. And you know, Gordon State has a wonderful reputation in our nursing program here, and so she came to be a part of that as well. She does work full-time, and she's enrolled in 10 hours, so she's managing a handful. Personally, Ms. Conklin, I know her a little personally, and I've worked a little with her. You can tell by her smile, she's just got a great spirit. And it's people like this that make doing what we do fun for us. I think we get more out of it than they do sometimes, but we really love the people we work with. Our next adult learner is Sheila Pryor, who is camera shy, so she didn't let us take her picture. I'm sure some of us can relate. She is here for the sociology degree program, and she retired in 2003 from Delta after 37 years. She plans to work as a social worker for adults and seniors. She is 68 years old, and in the words of Ms. Pryor, she says, "I plan to have my BA by the time I'm 70. So I feel like we should just give that a round of applause, just in her absence. I think that's pretty cool. It's never too late, right? She learned about Gordon from a senior citizen that she played bingo with. How often can you say, I went to play bingo and decided to go to college? So we're excited. That's kind of a fun story for us. College, or being here at Gordon State, has improved her health and made her feel younger. She's become an inspiration to others, to other friends her age. They've seen her do something. A lot of times there are social pressures, unfortunately, that make you feel you can't do things. There's like an age bracket to things. So she's kind of inspired all of her friends to know they can still come back to. And in her words, her body, mind, and soul, school has improved me, she says. Our next adult learner is standing right here next to me, Miss Andrea Fields, and I have got the privilege of having some classes with her. We're both writing tutors and English majors, and she's a newspaper editor, a writing tutor, which is a very, very big job here. I don't know if you've seen the Student Success Center. I'm not sure if you went there today, but it's a really beautiful thing we do here at Gordon State, and the writing tutors have helped several students, several percentages go up with them doing better in their classes and with papers and grades. So we love being there and being a part of that. Not only is she an adult learner, but she's also a stepmother and a commuter, and she's our go-to girl, one of them. She has access to a lot of experiences on campus, including transfer processes, so she's a big encouragement to people, because that can be scary, especially if you haven't been in school in a while. A lot of times people don't even want to try to come back because they're like, I don't even know how to get through the first 3 steps to get there. So it's nice to have encouragement and go-to people that said, I did it, and it's not that hard, all you do is this. So, and I know personally, Miss Andrea, she has a fabulous personality, and she's a big encouragement to people that come in and are scared to write papers, and she helps them calm down and do a little bit better in their work, so we love having her. The last adult learner I'm going to speak about, and then they're going to speak about some others, is Miss Amanda Petroff, and she's a close friend of mine, and I'm glad that I got to introduce her. And her thing is, or what she likes to say is, if you have a problem, I have an answer. And she is an English major with us as well. She's an English tutor, she's a writing tutor, and she's been doing that about 2 years. And she's in the honors program. She writes for the Blackshear Journal, which they've published a journal last year, and they're in the process of publishing another one right now. And she's also in Sigma Chi Delta, which is our English Honor Society that we just got accredited to be a part of nationally last year under Dr. Mark Meneal. So we're really happy about that here at Gordon. She's a public speaker, she's a problem solver, she does research, information, creativity. Those really don't give her enough credit, I don't feel. She wrote it, I think she wrote this, so she didn't really go into a lot of, she didn't brag, but I'm gonna brag on her just for a second. She is Professor Tanya Moore's right-hand lady as far as the adult learner program goes right now. It's a new role for her this semester. So she's put all this together. She's done all this for us. She's an adult learner student aide, but she's the organizational force behind the Adult Learner Networking Association with Tanya Moore, who could not be here today, who wanted to be here and had an emergency. And Amanda, I've seen her work one-on-one with students and professors, and I've seen her bridge the gap between students and professors. A lot of times, it's really unfortunate, but students don't think they can approach professors or be more involved with professors. So that's one thing being a tutor here at the college helps us teach others to do, and also adult learners. And one thing she said that stuck out was that a lot of times because I'm one of them. I came back in 2011. I'd not finished my bachelor's when I was in my 20s, so I'm 34. I came back when I was 32, and I was like OCD about what to do on campus. And there's so many patient people here, but you're really scared when you first come back, and you're nervous because especially the technology has changed. And one thing Amanda said was, we all have a need to know. And it's true. And we have people like Amanda who know a lot that help us in that, and also help calm us down a little when we're new back on campus. So whose turn is it now? Is it Andrea? Okay.
Hello everyone, I'm going to be talking about Lisa Barton Siegel. On top of everything you see on this list, she's one of our SGA members. So she's part of the student government here on campus. She's been working in public relations her entire life, which I have to give her tons of credit for. Her volunteer work that's mentioned here does not do her credit. She has worked for Hotline, she has been a clown for children programs and charities, and she's just an absolute wonderful person. And she loves to work here, as you can see by the quote that she likes to have there. To pull out of my driveway to go to work knowing that what I do makes a difference in some small way. And that's all any of us want to do, is make a difference in some little way. Then we have Kim Matthews. When I say full-time mother, she is also a mother of 2 little ones, very little ones. So we're happy to see her here. She never thought she could do college. And that's exactly how she says it, is I didn't think I could do college. And then she got here and she's like, I just want to be a full-time student forever. She just doesn't want to stop. She's very encouraging to her other adult friends in coming back to college and the availability of being able to do it. And then she's very intimate with other mothers on campus. She enjoys working with other mothers and helping them study and getting everything they need done. And then we have Xanthe Hood. She's one of our nursing majors here. But all of her family works in the education system, the public education system, so she's a great bounce off for anything to do with the education program and the nursing program here on campus. She has a very large family, and then she works in communications on top of all this, and she's here and she's peer mentoring, so we give her a lot of credit. And then on top of all that, I've heard she cooks like a dream. I have not had the experience, but I have heard that she cooks like a dream. And then we have our beautiful Miss Olivia Gunn, who's hiding in the corner. She is a tutor at the Success Center on top of everything else that she does here on campus. And not only all of this, but she's been going through some trouble with some of her family and is still here. She's not giving up, she's focused, and she is doing it. She's very friendly, and I cannot imagine not having her around. She is just a bright to my day. And she's very empathetic on all situations, and I will actually be handing the microphone back to her because she is our veteran tutor here, so she wants to give you a little more information on the experience.
Thank you. She buttered me up, so I came back to talk. Thank you so much. I am a veteran tutor, and what they wanted me to speak to a little bit about today is I'm also a veteran mentor, and the program was started. That's not even on, so I'm just going to put it down. The program was started just last semester in the fall. And Professor Moore is a wonderful person on campus who wears about 15 different hats that started that. And I had the honor of being available to mentor Miss Wanda Wells, who you see in the picture. And she is such a special lady. I did not get permission to say a lot about Miss Wells here today, and she couldn't be here, so I'm just going to say that she's a non-traditional student I know she's got a large family, married, and has her plate full as well, and she also is someone that's just come back in the fall, and I get to spend time with her. And something I like to tell people is, I know a lot of the students, I know especially non-trads, are really overwhelmed. We have a lot going on, and not to say that we have more than traditional students going on, but everyone's kind of overwhelmed sometimes, and they're like, well, what? I don't have any time to do anything extra, you know. Something I like to encourage students with is it really doesn't take much time to be a mentor. You do meet I think at least once a week, and there's little things you do like write up what your meetings were about and a few forms to fill out, but it doesn't take that much, and it's completely worth it. Miss Wells has been therapy for me. Just help somebody. kind of de-stresses my day, being on the other side of that token, being the one to give. And you sit in class all day and sometimes you're like, I don't think I can receive any more information. So it's kind of it's a different way to communicate and be in a relationship with someone on campus. Is just sit down for a little while with them and encourage them in their walk as a student. And I think that everyone here knows the best way to learn is to teach. So a lot of times I'll hear myself saying things to Wanda to encourage her, but I'm like, I'm preaching to the choir, friend. I need you to turn around and say the same thing to me. So I'm extremely blessed to have Wanda as a mentor. I feel like I'm the one, or have her as a mentee. I feel like I'm the one being mentored a lot. She's a big encouragement to me. But I just want to go back to why it's so important, because we really need support. We really do. We need encouragement. Just a little bit of encouragement can make someone decide whether or not to come back to school. And really, as far as mentoring goes, a little bit of encouragement can help someone decide whether or not to stay in school. Because you do all that to come back, and then you're already kind of scared, but then you face so many obstacles sometimes in the program or when you're there, that we need someone beside us going, keep going. I want to do the same thing my third semester. Keep going, it gets better. I know you feel like you're doing horribly, you might have failed a class, you feel like it's over, just keep going forward. Even if you're not taking as many classes, keep moving forward, stick with it. And that's why this system is so near and dear to our hearts here. I do wish Miss Moore was here, because she is certainly the driving force behind it, and we love her so much. And I know you kind of noticed we're all pretty good friends over here. We support one another, and we work well together, and that's something they see too, and they feel safe and they feel at home at Gordon a little bit more. We have a wonderful faculty already doing that job for us, but this is just a really special way to reach somebody and to be with them. And some adult learners, several don't have a support system. They may be on their own, or they might be the support system for their family, so they need a support system. They need someone cheering them on sometimes, because they're cheering everyone else on in their personal life. So it's a big gift. It's something we're so proud to be a part of, and we hope that the little bit we share today can be something that encourages you in your journey to start this if you haven't already. And it's a big success here at Gordon State. So we hope that everyone else starts to do this as well. It's a big help to people.
The last mentor that we are going to talk about, he actually graduated in December. He was also part of the pilot program. He did not anticipate graduating in December, but some credits from another school cleared, so he was able to graduate earlier than he anticipated. But he was an inspiration. He still checks in with his mentee from time to time, even though he's not on campus, and they developed a really good relationship. And this is his quote. I asked him, because I'm still in touch, I asked him to send me a quote about his experience with mentoring, and this is what he sent. Being a peer mentor is not about padding your resume or making yourself look good. It's about doing everything you can to make someone else feel their goals are attainable. And that's really what it's all about for us. The next portion of our presentation is going to be covered by Dorian. He is also an adult learner. He's taking care of the adult learner professional development for us. We do a lot of programs. We have several programs in the works. This is one that's already off the ground and doing wonderfully, so I'm going to turn it over to him.
Good afternoon, everyone. I also want to thank you guys for being here today as well. I'm Dorian Lamb, the Adult Learner Professional Development Trainer here at Gordon. And the goal of my role here is to assist the adult learner mentors and mentees in the development and implementation of personal, professional, and academic goals for the mentors and mentees. And one way that I do this here at Gordon is through a monthly symposium, a round Bag Symposium. We actually have that in our private dining hall and cafeteria here at Gordon, and we discuss ways to stop procrastinating based on a book by Brian Tracy called Eat That Frog. And Eat That Frog is it's a wonderful book that allows us to basically tackle our most difficult tasks at the beginning of our day, knowing that we can, if we do that, knowing that we have tackled something that's going to provide us with the most productivity throughout the rest of our day. Excuse me. and also discusses methods to prioritize and sequence our goals. I would like to play a video clip from my very first one, which was February 11th, just passed. The next one is also going to be on March 18th. Tom has clarity as to what it is he wants to do. Now, like I said earlier, before you know your frog and get on the job of actually achieving it, you actually have to decide exactly what it is you want to achieve in each area of your life. That's not just academically, that's in your relationships, that's in your marriage, that's in every aspect of your life, in your future. Anything that's going to affect your future, you have to know exactly what it is that you want. Clarity is perhaps the most important concept in personal productivity. One reason why some people, and we may see some people on campus, we may see some people in our daily jobs, that seem to just achieve more in a short amount of time. It's simply because they're actually clear about their goals and objectives, and they don't deviate from them. So, Tom is a student here at Gordon. Let's say Tom wants to be a gynecologist, okay? And he does everything he needs to do to be that gynecologist. He knows exactly where he's going to go. Now, Tom is going to be following us throughout the entire presentation, so we're going to follow Tom, all right? Everybody follow me? Say aye if you follow me. All right, I like that, okay. First, before we do that, too. I have one rule for success, and it's success on achieving your goals, not just success in life, but success in achieving your goals and having clarity in your goals, and that's to think on paper, all right? All right? Okay. When think on paper, you want to make your goals actually physical. You want to make them tangible. They cannot be a mere fantasy or a dream. All right, it's a little delay in that, but that's just a clip for talking about Eat That Frog, the book, and I was actually going through the first chapter with them. I was using Tom as a sort of like our exemplar student, and we were going off exactly what it is, Tom wants as a student, and he's being a representative for the rest of the mentees that are in the audience there. And I will say that through the program, the peer mentor program here, the way that I've connected is definitely by joining other organizations here on campus, especially Toastmasters. It actually helps me maintain my communication and leadership skills that I've learned in the previous workforce. And this is actually how I met Mrs. Moore. And I connected with other adult learners that way. And this is how I met such a great team here. So I think also, just like Olivia, that the peer mentor program has been a blessing for myself and for the other mentors as well. Thank you.
And that completes our presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're very, very pleased with the results, and we are expanding it every semester, so we'll keep you posted.
Sorry. My name is Anissa Howard, and I'm an academic success advisor. I kind of work with Ms. Moore with the non-traditional students, because we do a lot of the training for the Highlander Peer Mentoring Program together. And so, excuse me. I have some things that I'll pass around that are pretty much some documents that we use. Amanda referenced the mentor resource list, so I'll pass that around for you guys to review, as well as our peer mentors form. I have a couple of manuals, as well as a training application, so what our application process looks like, and the descriptions are here as well. And then I also have a companion guide from Joe Museo that we also give out to the mentors, which is a handbook for peer mentors, and we can pretty much email it to them. And that's in addition to the peer mentor training. So if you have any questions about the administrative side, I'll kind of be happy to share some information with you. But for the most part, it's pretty much the same. So I'll just pass it around. Thank you for your time.
And if you guys have any questions for us, we'll be happy to answer any. you know, once everything's closed down. So